Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube Draft. So, I'm repeating this decks again. We have been trophying an insane amount. I think I've trophied 5 out of my last 7 drafts. I've trophied the last 2 in a row. So I'm drafting to win. We're seeing how many I can trophy in a row and just... I'm enjoying playing to win right now. So we're going to keep doing it and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. What are we taking out of this pack? And it might... Drafting to win, there's some metagame calls here. I think what I take out of this pack might not be what you expect. The first pick that most people would lean towards is Mana Drain. And that card is very good if you can end up in blue specifically. Maybe I do just take it actually. The card I was considering is Chrome Mox, because that's very good in low to the ground aggro decks. Dark Confidant often wheels. You take Chrome Mox, wheel Dark Confidant. Those decks do phenomenal. You know what? Actually, Mana Drain is a really reactive card. I'm going to first pick Chrome Mox here. This seems crazy, but there's a lot of good aggro cards, and someone's going to get past Mana Drain. They'll start going into blue. And then I can draft like a good low to the ground deck. This is a wild card play, but I'm getting creative here, hoping that people want to go into blue. And if they don't, then I can do other things. I'm looking at Birds of Paradise. This card is a very good enabler for a lot of strategies. So I like Birds of Paradise. People keep mentioning Cosima. I think the front side is mostly unplayable in Vintage. It's probably good in Modern Cube maybe. The back side is like a Smuggler's Copter, but it doesn't have flying, and you have to hit them to get the trigger. The key ability of Smuggler's Copter is flying. I think I'm going to take Birds of Paradise, not necessarily because I want to go green, but because I'd like to draft... Ooh, okay, there's an Opposition. There's also Noble Hierarch and Mother of Runes. I could take Opposition and try and wheel one of these things. I think Opposition is a very good proactive play. The problem is that does put us into blue as well. Kind of want to take Mom. I think if you're drafting to win, taking Mom is probably the optimal play. Noble Hierarch is very good too, though. But we're gonna claim our stake into white and see what happens. Okay, we get an Arid Mesa, which I like. Elspeth Conquers Death. Pack Red is actually very good too. Blood Crypt, Metamorph. I'm gonna take Arid Mesa. We're just getting a feel for what's open. We have some really good enabler cards for like fast low to the ground decks. And I think the best chance of trophying, well, you have 2 good chances of trophying. The first is opening a bunch of power and, you know, doing ridiculous stuff. The second is just having a bunch of cheap plays and being able to empty your hand very quickly, and we're going for the second option. There's a Jite, there's a Lotus Cobra, Kolaghan's Command, and Sulfuric Vortex. I think I like Jite. I guess Recurring Nightmare is good too, but Jite is going to be good in most decks, and we could just see from there, like, regardless of what we end up in, I love this card. It's a card, it's like, you know how good Thalia is against Storm? Jite is like that, but against like green, white, red. It's just a broken card. Okay, I'm seeing some good green cards coming around. I like Gideon Blackblade quite a bit too, and I like Tidehollow Scholar. I'm reasonably impressed with Questing Beast, but I think Gideon is a little bit better. I also have Arid Mesa Chrome Mox. Chrome Mox lends itself better to be good in white. And the ability to remove stuff off Gideon, if you're casting Gideon turn 2, his like ability to exile things gets actually really quite relevant. There's Koth if we end up red-white. Otherwise, there's Council's Judgment as a very good removal spell. I think the ceiling on Koth is higher, but we're going to take, like, we know we have good white cards at least. And if I miss out on a Koth, at least I missed out on a Koth for a good Council's Judgment. Here we could take Legion's Landing. Pretty happy about that. I am actually pretty far off Armageddon's in white decks, just in general. Like, I think Geddon is good in a Planeswalker style control deck, but a lot of times these white weenie decks, you want to kill them by turn 4 anyway. So Armageddon, the times that it's good is kind of win more, and the times that it's not good, you know, it's a dead card because you're losing anyway. So I'm not a fan of those. Ooh, Dark Confidant did come around. Oh, I really... I do love Dark Confidant. I could go black-white. I mean, that's got to be a sign nobody taking this. The safe pick is to go mono-white and just pick up Selfless Spirit, which I think is also a fantastic card. Yeah, okay, fine. I love Dark Confidant, but white's also open, and that's just the safe pick. We could take Tireless Tracker. I like that more than Sun Titan. I mean, I will take Ophiomancer, although I think maybe Mizzium Mortars makes more sense. So we'll see if our plan worked. We passed. Oh man, I should have taken Dark Confidant. Here's a Pack Rat. Take a Pack Rat. Yeah, we'll probably end up black-white. So we're out one of the best cards. I actually like Linvala. K-Command's good, but that's a double splash. And Linvala's just fine in some matchups. Yeah, alright, we're probably black-white. Sorry, Dark Confidant. You showed up, like, one pick before I could fully confirm that black would be this open. And the other thing is like Selfless Spirit is a fantastic card. It just protects you against wraths, which is something you definitely want. Yep, white's open. So, I mean, this is essentially the recipe if you like really want to try hard trophy is stay out of blue, try and get other people to go into blue, and green people like going into green too. And then you end up in the Mardu colors and just destroy. I'm just trying to show people this so that the blue colors become good again to draft if you're trying to win. Because if enough people, this is more of a metagame call than it is saying like the white cards are better than the blue cards. It's just like if enough people draft one color, it's like overdrafted, then the other colors just get better because you're more likely to get cards you want. I'm going to take Mana Tithe. I think this card is just insane. Agadeem's Awakening. We'll see how heavy black I end up. Triple black is a lot. Yawgmoth, I think is worse than Hero of Bladehold as the top end, but maybe. Sarulf, whenever permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard, put a counter on it. You may remove all of them, exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less than or equal. That seems pretty rough in Vintage Cube. That just seems so slow. I'm going to take the Tithe. I know Rebel Master's in that pack too. Ooh, Smuggler's Copter. Yes, please. Yeah, I'm just going to take that. If I can't find the fixing for black, I think we might just stick to mono white. Typically, like, you just don't want to destroy your mana base to play, like, 2 cards. These are 2 very good cards, but if you can stay mono white, it's just better normally. That also lets you play more utility lands without a big cost. Like, let's say you're running a 16 land deck with Strip Mine, Rishadan Port. Suddenly you're down to 14 white sources. If you want to run a second color in addition to that, now it starts getting a bit challenging. This pack is pretty weak. We can take Giver of Runes. She'll be good no matter what. We could wheel Tanglewire. Maybe wheel a Feldar Retreat. I don't think this is a Feldar Retreat deck. Fastball Feldar Retreat does sound fun. I can take Toxic Deluge for the sideboard. I'll just take the Guaranteed Giver. I don't know what I'm getting out of that pack, but it's not going to be fantastic. I do like Archangel Avacyn. I also like Vindicate if I end up playing these black cards. I'm going to speculate on the Vindicate because I think Avacyn also comes around. Seasoned Hollowblade is fantastic. Again, if I'm playing black, Reggie's good too, but I think I'm going to take the Hollowblade and try and maybe get a Lodestone Golem, maybe get a Reggie, potentially a Parallax Wave, who knows, but this one we know we want. Here we can take Wasteland. Our first of our utility lands. Brimaz might come around, but this card's fantastic. Oh, ooh. Bitter Blossom versus Thraben Inspector versus Kitetail Freebooter. Well, again, every time we've had like the best black cards we could hope for, we also get a really insane white card. Okay. Oh man. This is challenging. Scrubland is what we want, but there's also just Mishra's Factory. How many playables do I have without black? I don't have enough time for this pick, I don't think. I have 22, 6. I'm gonna take the Scrubland. I think black is very open, and I can gain something from playing these cards. Alright, these cards are definitely going away. But the Factory, like, just having utility lands is huge, and I think the more conservative pick would be Factory, but because of how good Pack Rat is specifically, I think it's worth trying to splash a little bit. Okay, we get the hero. We have 1 Chrome Box to accelerate it. Yawgmoth. If we have tokens, it's really good. We currently don't have too many tokens. I'm going to take the hero, I think. Anguished Unmaking versus Vryn Wingmare. This is probably actually a good Vryn Wingmare deck. I don't have too many non-creatures, and our curve stops at 3. Our curve looks really nice. Like, as far as curve goes, this is great. I think the best cards we can open are Strip Mine, Rishadan Port, and then Godless Shrine or Fetches. It would be Dark Confidant, but we passed him for Selfless Spirit. Deluge Tanglewire. I'm kind of interested in Tanglewire in some matchups. We could get benefits from it. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to want Deluge, so I'll just take this. If I was playing in a league, or a pod, I mean, I'd probably take Deluge so I don't play against it, because I think the odds of Tanglewiring someone are very low, but if they're playing Storm or some really, like, dirtily control, I'd probably bring it in. Dark Petition? I don't know when I would be playing that, but you never know. Okay, Lodestone's really good here. I think I like Lodestone more than Hero of Bladehold, or more than Linvala probably. Now Ancient Tomb is looking interesting too, if I could open that. But I think just in order, I think Mox Pearl is the best. Then Strip Mine. Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile would be fantastic. I don't actually have any removal. Oh, I don't have any removal. Well, I have 2, but they're really expensive. Yeah, removal is very important. And then utility lands that kill stuff. Yeah, okay. Well, we have a whole pack for this, though. This is how you know you're in the right archetype, when the last two cards like are your colors. I mean, Ashen Rider obviously you're not playing, but okay, we did get Ancient Tomb. We also get Stoneforge. This is definitely not a balanced deck. Let's see. Ancient Tomb, Lodestone Hero, Bryn Wingmare, Smuggler's Copter, Jite. That's a lot. I'm probably going to take Tomb and hope to wheel a Stone Coil or Stoneforge. That seems reasonable to me. Basically, we have so many playables that I don't think... Like, I'm not concerned about hitting playables, so I just want cards that go in my deck and just give me additional benefits. And here's where the going black decision kind of hurts us, because it would be nice to have like a random library. I don't think it's great in our deck, but you know, if you're playing 14 white sources, one colorless won't hurt you that much. We're just going to take Skyclave Apparition and try and wheel Vanguard, though. I think Apparition's just absurd. We get Thalia too. Thalia's too important. We're going to pass a Shambling Vent and just hope it comes around, but this deck is becoming extremely disruptive now. We could even still move out of black. I mean, Inquisition's great, and I'm not playing anything else, so I will take Inquisition, but I'm kind of feeling like doing something like this right now. We get Unexpectedly Absent versus Blade Splicer. I kind of like Absent. It's kind of like the White Time Walk. A lot of times you just take something, put it on top, and they can't do anything. Skull Clamp. If I get Stoneforge, it's actually decent. Containment Priest is likely to come around. It's good against specifically Reanimator, which is like the bane of mono white. I think I'm going to take the Priest. Ooh, Gideon. Oh man, this is a tough pick. Gideon versus Student. Yeah, I'm probably not playing black. There's just too many white playables here. Given the way my deck's shaping up with Thalia Ringmare, I think Student's actually better here. Gideon's fantastic though. Like, I would take Gideon over most things. I gotta take Path over Kythian. I think Kythian's great too, but we need to take the removal when we can. Stoneforge is excellent. Actually, is it good? I just have Jite. Stoneforge or Jite is a strong play. Let's get rid of these cards. Right now I have 21 playables. I kind of like Stoneforge. The reach is pretty relevant a lot of the... Or Stone Coil, I mean. The reach is relevant. I have a Jite, but... Oh, this is hard. I'm going to take this. Danto Vanguard is perfect. I mean, this deck is about as good as you can get. Elspeth is actually pretty good too. Yeah, we're not playing black. Get out of here. Scrubland. I mean, this deck is absurdly strong. No power, but like... what do they do? We have everything. We can take... Guess... Against mono red, we could bring in Soulfire. Honestly, we could almost put Blast Zone in this deck. I don't think I want to because we have so many 1-drops, but there's a world where I sideboard Lapse of Certainty as well. Fauna Shaman. So this is 29 playables right now. I kind of like Elspeth because her flying ability is like a really good way to sneak in like the last points of damage. This deck is so good. Oh, I had a lot of Obstruction. Get out of there. Although, honestly, it is a 2-mana First Strike. Mirror's Call. So this is 23 playables, 17 land. I could also see running 16 land with this curve because we're all 1s and 2s. Like, all the jokes aside, this is a 2-mana 2/1 First Strike. It's not... There's a lot better cards they could have put in, but it does the job sometimes. Yeah, we're not playing black. That's just too inconsistent. This lets us run Ancient Tomb, which is very good for turboing things out. All planes. This is a land as well. I really don't like Amiria's Call. I don't think there's like ever a chance of me casting it, but the cost is so low that I'm sure I'll put it in here. So we're running 15 land with a Chrome Box to run effectively 16. One of those is a Wasteland. I think this is fine. A big part of me wants to cut Amiria's Call for a plains. Like a really big part of me wants to cut Amiria's Call for a plains. I think this is fine. I'm going to try it like this. This might be too few lands, and then we can move up in lands later on, but I think I like where this is going. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Posser Tom. This hand has a lot of land, but we also have Seasoned Hollowblade, which like we're going to want to discard probably at least 1 land from this. And I would definitely keep this hand. Ooh, that's a good draw. They might kill it with a bolt, but that's fine. They don't. That's good. I would definitely keep this hand if it only had 4 lands, because one of them's probably going to this guy. Uh-oh. We're playing against power. If they have like Oko here, that's going to be quite frustrating. But we're playing fair and balanced Magic against all of this nonsense. We don't even have Strip Mine Rishadan for it, so we're in for a treat here, I guess. Okay, deck is actually pretty bad. I think deck's fine. We'll see what they have going on. Oh wow, discarding 2 good cards as well. I think that's honestly the strategy. If you just don't open any power, then deck Faden's not good against you. Let's go Plains into Hollowblade. Not gonna attack with Mom. I could have, but that's just like, if they have control magic, treachery, like, there's no reason to put yourself under that risk. They rummage again. Or, I guess this is looting. Man, opponents taking a long time on these discard decisions. Look at their clock, they're like 3 minutes down already just from 2 deck loots. So that tells you a couple things. Probably their hand is full of spells and they're looking for lands. I mean, I think you could tell that's the first time by them discarding spells, but they might not even have lands this time. Okay, never mind. I take it all back. Their mana is beautiful. Plateau, Tropical Island, Volcanic Island. Spellseeker's fine. They have like Ancestral too. Must be nice. I don't know if I'm beating this game at least. Actually. Ancient Tomb is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Elspeth gives Seasoned Hollowblade flying. We can kill Dak Faden, and that's actually quite nice because Dak Faden normally isn't that great, but Dak Faden combined, or in this situation he's not amazing, but Dak Faden combined with Ancestral Recall is just like an absurd amount of filtering. They don't even Ancestral at the end of their turn. Now I'm confused. Oh, okay. I think that's fine. They get to Ancestral and then play a land? Dude, what? Why can't I open power? Jeez Louise. Thalia's gonna be so good against this deck. Where are they attacking? Oh, I like them hitting Elspeth. I don't think Elspeth loyalty matters that much. Containment Priest. If a non-token creature would enter, exile it. Okay. So they're gonna get 1,000,000 Monastery Mentor tokens. But I have like protection from everything right now. Is it even worth attacking with Hollowblade, or is it better to keep him back on defense? I feel like keeping him on defense is actually okay. And I can play like all of my cards here. Selfless Spirit. Giver of Runes. Containment Priest. Now they daze. Oh, remand. Honestly, of all the ones to remand, that's not too bad. They do get tokens off of it, but we're just gonna make a soldier and try and protect Elspeth. Yeah, their soldiers are bigger. We have Mother of Runes and Seasoned Hollowblade though. I don't know. Raising Mentor will be challenging. Opponent recalls up to 6 cards. They've drawn so many cards. Oh man. We'll see if they attack with the Mentor. No attacks. Perfect. Giver of Runes is online. We draw Jite. Honestly, Jite is just absurd. I need to keep a card in hand to protect Hollowblade. But let's cast Jite and see what happens. If this goes through, we just destroy them. Cryptic Command? Oh, Cryptic Force of Will. Okay. I mean, that's why I take Jite so highly. Imagine it would have won the game on this board. They had to force it. Their deck looks insane. But I think we can do okay here. We make a soldier. We have Giver and Mother, so it's going to be so hard for them to get through. We have Containment Priest. I'm going to keep this land in hand to discard to Seasoned Hollowblade. I should maybe be attacking with Selfless Spirit. Look at this deck. Ancestral, Dakvid, and Mox Mox. Yikes. And our like anemic team of just white 1/1s is holding them off for now at least. Holy manas. Do they attack? No attacks. I don't feel the need to flash in a Selfless Spirit. Manatize maybe will be good. I actually don't know. Let's just keep making soldiers. I think I will attack with Selfless Spirit. There are very few flash flying creatures they could have. This puts them under a clock at least. And we have Plains to discard to the Hollowblade. Probably Manatide as well, but they could have like... Yes, tap it all, tap it all! Manatide is so good! Oh my god, I love it. I love that card. I was just complaining about it, and then I just destroyed their 5/6 flash draw 3 cards. If I win this game, I don't even know. What is my opponent going to do better than what they did this game? We'll see. They probably should attack here, but they don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I hold Containment Priest? I think I can cast it. That does give them more counter magic targets, but I think the way I lose this game is Cryptic Command tapping my team, so maybe it makes sense to hold up Containment Priest to protect from that. Vanguard is good. Elspeth just makes a soldier, move to combat, attack with the spirit, player Vanguard. Go ahead. If they have Cryptic Command, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, I think I actually was supposed to hold Containment Priest to protect from Cryptic Command tapping my team. Spencer is fine. They bounce Elspeth. They bounce a Mox. Okay. They gotta have Cryptic Command, right? They play a Mox. Direfleet Daredevil can cast a Manatize? Did they think I could cast their own card? No, they actually do have it. No! Oh, jeez. Yeah. The one card that could kill me. I guess Turnabout too, but I don't even know if Containment Priest would have helped here. Yeah, well played by the opponent. They had the one card they needed. But think about like how good I held them off just with like random white dorks. There was like 2 cards in the format that saved them there. If I had this, I would take still lethal. So Containment Priest didn't matter. Wait, maybe it did. I went to -3. I would have had to cast Ancient Tomb. I don't know. That felt fine. I'm just gonna run this back. I think my deck is quite good against theirs. If I could just like find Thalia, it makes a lot of their deck expensive. Alright, let's do this. Cryptic Command we know about. We gotta be aggressive. His hand looks good if we can hit a land. Wingmare will be really good against their deck. So I saw Remand, Cryptic Command. I actually want to look at the footage to see what I missed. Okay, yikes. It's Remand, Force of Will, Ancestral Recall. Hard to play around Force of Will, but you know, Ring Wingmare helps a little bit. And they don't... Dude. What the heck? I was not expecting a Goblin Welder deck, but I might be able to Containment Priest them. Do I let them untap with Goblin Welder? Because I can go give her runes and then path the Goblin Welder on upkeep. That just seems really bad though. I think I'm just gonna hold up Containment Priest and hope for the best. Like, sure, if they go Bolas's Citadel, discard, reanimate. That's whatever. Deck Faden is fine. He does enable Goblin Welder stuff. But can I win leaving them with an active? I don't think I can. I have to Containment Priest. And just hope that they're putting in an artifact creature. What a start from the opponent. They've had turn 2 Dak Fade in every game. Is it Signet Cryptic Command? I can work with this. Let's hope they attack with the Welder. I'm like telegraphing Containment Priest very hard, but you never know. They might attack. Ah, they figured it out. Alright, get in there. Let's attack the Dak. Then go... They can steal my clue with Dak Fade, and I'm not too concerned about that. I'd rather have Giver Runes than Thraben. And I don't think I can afford to... That's a weird move, but I guess it's fine. I don't think I can afford to give them more lands off Goblin Welder. At least yet. I just have to hope that they miss on whatever it is they're trying to reanimate. Because I do have Council's Judgment if I hit a land next turn as well. I just didn't see many artifacts from their deck, so I'm not that concerned. Man, their deck is so spicy. They have like perfect fixing and a bunch of power. Like, where did their picks go? That's insane. Okay, Mentor's in play. They get back a Mox 2. And they play a Daredevil. I did not draw my land. They have 1 card in hand. Oh, what do I do? They only have 1 card. I mean, it could easily be Ancestral Recall, which would be terrible, but let's assume it's not, because I think they would have cast it there. I have a few options. I can't play Jite, they just take it. I can crack my clue and try and hit a land. I can path to exile the Monastery Mentor. I can cast Eidolon of Obstruction. I think I'm going for a land. Max Greed is my best shot. Thalia... Oh boy. Let's attack Dak Faden that forces a chump. Well, it doesn't force a chump, but it makes Dak cheaper. Okay, I trade Containment Priest for Monastery Mentor? I guess I should have attacked before doing anything, because I could have passed to exiled and really... I should have attacked before doing anything. I'm not playing as well as I should. You get pro red. Yeah, if they reanimate, it's not Sundering Titan. It's not Blightsteel. They did have the Ancestral. Come on. It's so hard fighting the fight. Somehow my own Thalia is going to be better against me than it is my opponent. They have Spellseeker, Mox, Pearl. Yeah, I don't know what Goblin Welder is for. They've got to have something like Mindslaver, but they bolt my Giver of Runes. Okay. Come on, deck. We need one land, please. Hero of Bladehold. Perfect. I guess I can attack Dak Vaden with Raven Inspector. They don't have any artifacts in their graveyard. That goes through. Okay. I mean, as soon as I start drawing lands, we're in business. I'm going to play Eidolon of Obstruction. It doesn't hurt me. It's a 2-1 first strike, so Direfleet can't really do anything. They remand. Yeah. Yep. Well, the late game favors us. Although our opponents, like, they're seeing their entire deck, so eventually they're going to get to whatever Goblin Welder is there for. Is this Bribery? Through the Breach? Blightsteel Colossus? Are they playing Goblin Welder Blightsteel even though that doesn't work? This is a frustrating thing to lose to, especially because I had Path to Exile in hand. I think they're legitimate. I don't know. Well, the trophy streak is done. That's very, very frustrating to lose to, but you can't have luck forever. We're gonna do well with this deck though. See you guys next round. Oh right, we were playing against Swamp Justice. This name's familiar. I feel like I played against this opponent before, but this hand is great. This is a turn 1 Student of Warfare. And I guess I don't mind drawing a land, so I will play this. Turn 1 Student, turn 2 level up once Mana Tithe, or just double level. Turn 3 Elspeth, turn 4 Lodestone Golem. Or depending what their deck is and what we draw, turn 3 Lodestone Golem, turn 4 Elspeth. Well, against white, it's going to be very much Elspeth than Lodestone. Okay, we draw a land. I think I would rather get this double level than just hold up Mana Tithe later. Like, we're really pressuring them now. I could also see playing... Now, having Elspeth in play is so good, like, cumulatively. I think I like seeing blue. If my opponent does nothing this turn, then maybe I'll play the Golem. Elves of Deep Shadow. Search for Tomorrow. Do they also have Ancestral? Yeah, we're gonna go Elspeth, because then I can go Mother of Runes Golem next turn. I'm gonna attack first, though. I'm not worried about Elspeth dying. She has 5 loyalty. That's huge. Play this. This is why you take Ancient Tomb so highly. Don't Spell Pierce. Okay. Get a Soldier. And they go 1 turn. Well, many turns, but they get a land. Oh, not even this turn. I thought Search Tomorrow came down the next turn, but I guess not. 5 mana Biogenic Ooze. Okay. It's a race they won, it's a race they got. I think I could just uptick, make Student of Warfare have flying. Right, we go Mom. Land, Lodestone Golem. We have good blockers. This gains flying. Did they gain life? Oh no, they lost life. Okay, we give this flying that hits them for 6. They fall down to 7 life. And if they can't kill Elspeth, they're super dead to a flying Lodestone. Search for Tomorrow's mana neutral, which is great too. They have an artifact! That's cheating! Wow, it was Primal Command. I'm so good at this. What did they do? They gained 7. No game log. They put Elspeth on top of my library and they gained 7 life. That was a pretty reasonable play, actually. They might still be dead. That was actually pretty good. I can hit them for 5. I'll take 3. I can hit them for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not quite there. Can I level this up? 4 times does not give this enough damage. I'm taking the hit here. That, oh gosh, she costs more. I can't hold up Mana Tithe if I cast Elspeth. That's fine. Give Lodestone Golem flying or Student of Warfare flying. Lodestone Golem blocks the Biogenic Ooze pretty nicely. I think I'm gonna do this. Attack them. Play this. Level up Student. Going down to 10, which is low, but we have a pretty easy win next turn. They have 2 cards in hand. They gotta be good cards. I don't think what the worst case scenario for me would be Questing Beast. I think Questing Beast stops protection from, like, preventing damage. Because it has, like, a bajillion lines of text. So they play Questing Beast. I still can just chump, and then I just kill them, but I think that's Aside from like Natural Order for Crater Hoof, Questing Beast seems like the worst card I can think of, and they agree. Playing against green, Linvala comes in easily. I don't love Lodestone Golem against green. And we'll run it like that. One lander on the draw. I'll keep this. This deck was built to run with one landers. I have so many one drops in this hand. They play turn 1 elves. We're gonna play turn 1 mom. We draw planes, which was ideal. I could also play giver. I'll play mom. I don't. They're green blue. There's not too much they could have to kill mom, and mom is just the better of the two because she can block on her own. They play elves. They don't attack. This is suspicious to me, and for that I'm going to play Giver of Runes and hold up Mana Tide this turn. I don't want to get hit by Natural Order if they have like specifically 4 mana next turn, because they didn't attack with elves, which seems like a free attack to me. So they must really want that mana. Okay, Mox Sapphire is fine. I can counter Plow Under. Yeah, no, get out of here. None of that nonsense. They said nice. Thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was just... Look, everyone makes fun of me for playing around days, right? All the time. You gotta have it in your mentality. They would have been able to just tap Strip Mine for mana. Then they would have a Gilded Lotus. It's an important thing to, like, consider. We draw Containment Priest. I mean, the Strip Mine was pretty bad. We can play Wasteland. I guess Containment Priest actually helps a lot against their deck. We're gonna attack with Giver of Runes. Because I'm still a little bit scared of what's going on over there. Oof. Okay. Killer Plains. I mean, this is looking a little bit rough. By a little bit, I mean very rough. Layer Containment Priest. That stops Natural Order. That stops Green Sun Zenith. And I have protection from their stuff forever. So if I could just top deck a white source here, we're good to go. No, a double white card. I guess there's no reason not to attack. Sure. Because I think this game's going to come down to who can top deck better. They have 3 cards in hand and I have no lands, so... Ooh, Lumbering Falls. Okay. They have Channel Emrakul. Am I just going to get, like, browned by all the stuff I don't like in this format? I might. Okay, I mean, we hard lose to Ulamog. Right? Yeah, alright. On to the next one. Oh, Channel, you silly card. Not much I can do against that. Oh, get rid of Wasteland for Plains for sure. If Wasteland was a Plains there, I would have been in not terrible shape, but better shape. I hope I got that off. Ooh, it looks decent. I think I'm gonna go turn 1 Raven Inspector because it attacks better into the 1/1s they're probably gonna play. Turn 2 Student of Warfare. Turn 3 Vryn Wingmare if we don't lose to Channel on turn 2. Okay, Tree Speaker's scary. We do have a Council's Judgment, so let's play this. Level it up. That lets them know there's no Mana Tithe, but I think it's more useful to have counters on the student, because now that they have Channel, our only objective is to get their life total low. They level up, hopefully nothing else. I will Council Judgment the Tree Speaker. Come on! Why? Well, if they don't hit our lands, then we're in chance. Man, I'm cursed to never get a trophy streak above 2. Yeah, I mean, there's still a chance for us to win if they hit the wrong stuff, but if they just hit double planes, we're dead. I have Path in my deck, so I'm not going to concede. I can even take 1 hit, but turn 2 Channel off Draga Tree Speaker is not exactly what I had in mind when I was thinking of having a fun game of Magic. I guess I also have Unexpectedly Absent, so I have a couple of draws. Okay, now it's just Path. What is this draw from the opponent? That's absurd. Alright, do not exile Path to Exile. No, it's in there. Dang it. Alright, well, I don't think I have an out now. Channel, once again, ruining perfectly fun games. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against LSMD. We gotta show people that this deck is good. I mean, this hand's insane. We just got... we got destroyed by, like, 4 pieces of power last round and then just Channel. Like, not too much I can do there. So we're gonna go turn 1 Copter. Turn 2 Stonecoil Serpent for 3. Crew the Copter. Try and hit a Plains for a turn 3 Hero of Bladehold. Yeah, I still like the 3/3 Stonecoil here. It's just the most mana efficient play possible. Crew. And this is dirty. But the difference between this and turn 2 Channel is like, it's interactive. My opponent can, in theory, come back. I think I'm gonna discard student. Una's Prowler is fine. Okay, Reanimator most likely. Ashen Rider. Whenever it enters the battlefield or dies. So they're gonna exile something, hopefully not our planes. Okay, we do draw white. Do that. Fetch a white source. Hero of Bladehold. Stonecoil Serpent actually has protection from Ashen Rider, funny enough. Crew the Copter here. And swing in for damage. That way if they cast Reanimate, they're in trouble. I think Adonto Vanguard is not the best out of these. I may have to discard a card to protect our Smuggler's Copter. That's okay though. Discard this. Skyclave Apparition can eat Swords to Plowshares? Or not, what am I saying? Skyclave Apparition can eat Animate Dead? I guess I get rid of Selfless Spirit. Alright, opponent. Can you animate Ashen Rider this turn? You cannot. And Exhume doesn't work. Are they dead right now? I think they're almost certainly dead right now. I play Skyclave Apparition, eating the Spellseeker. Yeah, that's gotta be super lethal. This is an insane start. Through here. Swing out. Okay, so we want to do Battle Cry after the tokens are created, so they hit for most, but that is definitely lethal. Okay, turn 4 kill, that was pretty nice. Playing against Reanimator, I could bring in Linvala over something. Because Linvala can stop Gristlebrand, I guess is the biggest concern if they happen to have that. I don't like, they can just play cards for cheap. I'm going to bring in Linvala. Stops Gristlebrand, stops Packrat, stops their Putrid Imps or whatever if they get them later. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Got Jite. Ooh, if they Thoughtseize my Chrome Mox, that'd be sad. Okay, we draw planes. So, what are we doing here? Planes, Chrome Mox, exiling. What do I exile? Absent is my only disruption. Eidolon is my best creature, and I get to go Eidolon this turn, and then like Jite Thraben Inspector next turn. Guess I'm gonna get rid of Hero of Bladehold. That sounds crazy, but I need 4 mana for Hero to work, and I have a bunch of other stuff to do with 4 mana. And my opponent's losing life, so pretty happy with my decision. Here's call, so we can go Jite, Inspector, attack them. Then we can equip Jite holding up Unexpectedly Absent and or crack a clue. No! Alright, you can take my interaction. Let's use Una's Prowler. Well, that's gonna die to Jite. Elish. Okay. Containment Priest. No. I think we need to crack a clue for Containment Priest. Stonecoil Serpent. Alright, well, it was a fine run. We still could win this, but it's unlikely. If they don't have the reanimation spell, we could get there. We also have counters on Jite, which we could accrue until we can kill Elish Norn. So I'm actually going to... I can't play this, right? No. I'm going to save my Jite counters for now. Because I can kill the Prowler if they reanimate. Ooh, okay. Mind Twist it is. I think I might just kill this then. Well, let's see if they attack. Okay, they don't have anything. That's pretty good, actually. We draw Ancient Tomb, which I might as well just play. I can get the Jite up to 4 counters. We'll just attack here. They block. Okay. Play an Ancient Tomb. We have all the mana to do things in our deck. If we can just draw any creature with more than 2 toughness, then Elish Norn's not a threat because we have Jite. Nice. It's the only time I'm drawing all lands and it's not that bad. Attack. This goes up to 6. So we're very close. One more turn we need to fade. Okay, they do have Exhume probably. So we get a Stonecoil Serpent back. I could kill my own Thraben Inspector to get a clue. I actually don't mind that. Then we're gonna kill Spellseeker as well. That way it doesn't get bigger. Get Thraben Inspector. It immediately dies. But I get my clue. And that's the important part. Crack the clue. Elspeth. Okay, well. Sometimes you just have it all. It's like an insane 1-2 step of draws. I'm not complaining. It was pretty good. And that's why I killed my Thraben Inspector. So I think I would have not drawn Council's Judgment that turn, and then I would have been in a bad spot. So the deck ended up 1 and 2. I mean, we lost to a lot of variants those games, which will happen. I think this deck was about as good as no power mono white can expect to be. Power really like pushes it over the edge. You get like some really insane turn 1 plays, but we had Ancient Tomb Chromox, which really helped us approximate that in a lot of games. Emeria's Call was useless. Well, it was a land, which is fine. But my complaint about Emeria's Call is that with things like Wasteland and Rishadan Port Blast Zone, like the extra effect from the land you can expect to have happen quite a lot. Like it's, you play it because the effect is good. Emeria's Call is like the effect is so like low cost that you just play it because, but the effect barely impacts any games. Like the spell is not good. I'd rather have this be something with a good spell, so you're like both sides are good rather than just like I guess. Anyway, that's the deck. We ended the trophy streak, which is unfortunate, but we had a fantastic deck. I'll see you guys next time.